Yo, what's up guys? Editorial here on Editorial. Really? Phone goes off with text messaging. What kind of shit is that? Horrible way to start a video. But I can't do anything about it now. Anyways, this is Editorial here on Editorial Game Vlogs, and I'm here to review Bakuman Season 3, Episode, I'm gonna say 17. I was trying to do this as I was going through the intro and actually had the right episode number off the top of my head, but God said no because my internet wanted to be slow as fuck. But it's yeah, 17. I was right. I should have just took my chances. Fuck it. It's besides the point. Let's move on with the review. Fuck it all. Anyways, so pretty much we're losing our chief editor here. It's kind of depressing. Damn it. I like my chief editor. He's been with us for so long. We lose chief editor. You would say has a little development at the beginning, which something in my mind makes me think that's rushed. Because that's just how the anime's been doing certain characters for a while. So I'm going to say that's rushed. Even though it doesn't necessarily feel rushed, but I have an idea that it might, they're probably skipping some shit. But, we now know the two ideas for Shujin and Psycho's and Nizuma's new projects, even though we don't know how are they just going to naturally end PCP, or if PCP, or are they going to just try to get it canceled. I hope it's the former, not the latter, that they're just going to try to have a natural ending for PCP and then come right into it with fucking this new show. Which I know this new series is the last one they do, and I think this is the one that actually gets the anime. You can also see in this episode they're kind of doing that whole... I mean, because the whole thing about Bakuman, knowing that it's from the creators of Death Note, is kind of playing off of those two characters being Psycho and Shujin. You know, the character who writes really well, who can write really dark stories well, but can't write shonen jump stories well. And it's like their evolution to writing Death Note. That's what this feels like. And I mean, that's what I figured Bakuman was from the beginning. When I first said, oh, it's the same people from Death Note. I'm like, wait a minute. The same people who wrote Death Note, a dark as fuck series, wrote a series about writing manga. Huh. So, this is obviously like their road on to Death Note, kinda. It's like an abridged version, or kind of like an alternate version of the same, of how they made it to making Death Note. Because even, like, the setup for the characters, like, one character is a demon, one character is a good guy, has demonic powers, the other person is, like, an angel. And we're going to have two main characters, which is kind of playing off that whole Light and L shit from Death Note. Like, that's what it feels like. And I know this is the series that gets the anime, because I do know at the end of the series that Azuki and Psycho get married. I don't know any of the circumstances that lead up to it, but my idea is that... essentially this is the series that gets the anime. I kind of wish they put some more focus on Azuki, because I think at this point everything is just in-game. I think Tuxedo Ray mentioned something about the only part that's left is the part relating to Namine coming back for one more thing. The USA stuff at the beginning was pretty much just standard stuff. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the character, so I mean the development was nice, but I wasn't like I'm gonna sit there and be like, oh my god, they gave time to Iwase. I mean, I'm glad they gave time to Iwase, but I'm not necessarily like, yo my god, Iwase. Also, we haven't seen Nakai in a minute, even though we've seen Hiramo. Like, he's out on a date with Aoki when Iwase calls her. And the whole depression shit she goes through is just kind of funny in its own right. I even like the cute moment with Kaya, where Kaya's just like, no, fuck that bitch. Like, I was like, you could see it in her face. She was just like, just fuck that bitch. And that shit had me rolling. But even at the end, and the other reason that makes me think that they probably rushed through her stuff is because when Psycho and Miura go to talk to her, that's one thing. But literally, when she opens up the door, which is within the same few minutes, Kaya, Shujin, Fukuda, and Aoki are all there already. And I'm just sitting there like, that happened way too quick for me to think that that there aren't parts of this that got cut out. And that's what I'm thinking. Because, I mean, plus Natural is being shot. And USA is starting to have to realize that just because, you know, it's still writing, you gotta understand there's different types of there's a difference between book writing and comic writing. And Natural is only being saved by its artwork, not even by its story. Which means she's just slipping in her main element, which is kind of funny but sad. Apparently Nizuma's new series is going to be about zombies, and Yujiro got promoted to like a team leader or something, and the dude we always saw hanging around the chief editor with like the purple shirt and the glasses is now in the chief editor's position, and he went around to all the authors thanking them for good work. And I don't know, it was kind of a nice thing for the chief editor, because we get to see kind of his, not necessarily change, but you get to see what kind of, because he was the original editor for Psycho's uncle, and I didn't know that. Or even if I knew that, I totally forgot about that. And I thought that was nice, how they correlated it all. And how it was like, yeah, I was kind of more hard on you than I should have been. Because he regretted doing the two things he did. You know, the whole condition, if PCP isn't a good manga, then you're not writing in Jack anymore. Or the whole hospital thing, which is out of those two things, I think the hospital things he shouldn't apologize for, because he was in the right there. It's that whole, you had the right mindset, but you didn't have the right reasoning for the mindset, and that's what fucked me over with that. It's not like you were wrong what you told him in the hospital arc, it's just that you weren't saying it right in the hospital arc. Like, you didn't have the right reasoning behind it. You didn't have a good evidence to back your shit up, essentially. But yeah, we got this new zombie series from Nizuma coming. Yujiro stepping up in the world. I don't really know. I mean, the dude who has the chief editor's job now isn't really well. No, I will say I did like that whole thing where like Miura's just kind of sulking. He's like, yeah, Yujiro, I haven't seen her later. And who is it? And the fat dude, I never mentioned him because I forget his name, but the fat dude with glasses took the purple shirt dude with the glasses job. There's so many glasses today. So many glasses. Anyway, it looks like next week is pretty much the reveals of both of their series names. If I remember, isn't like this new series from Shujin and Psycho called something like Reverse or Reversal? I'm not sure. The only reason why I know this is because when I was reading Alpha, Bakuman was ending in Alpha, I think 2 or 3 months in, and I remember seeing one of the covers, and the covers showed like Azuki and Bakuman in like this wedding dress, and we saw the characters from this manga popping out, and I think I accidentally hit the first page, and I think I saw something along the words of Reversal or something. I don't remember, but tell me if I'm right about that. I'm not sure. I do like that though. I do like the whole chief editor leaving thing, because it kind of shows, and he's not like quitting manga. He's more of just, he's being moved to a different manga company. I think he's going to like Jump Next or Jump Square. I forget which one. But I don't know. I like that whole development with the chief, that he wasn't, they didn't just say fuck him. And I still like the fact that the ending is slowly working its way through season 1. Like, I think in the endings, the pictures they're recapping is everything from Kaya's kissing Shujin all the way up until the introduction of Fukuda, Nizuma, Nakai. Am I missing someone? No, I think it was just those 3 characters, because Psycho went to go, like, assist Nizuma while drawing his own shit. So, they're around the midpoint of season 1, so I think within the next few episodes, the ending will be around season 2 territory. And I'm pretty sure by the end, like the last 2 or 3 episodes, they'll probably kill off season 3 material. And that's if they recap that in an ending, or if they just recap that in the last episode. But I'm thinking all this is in-game, except for the nominate stuff that comes later. And I guess I'll save my thoughts on Azuki and her whole thing at the end. But the only thing I'm going to say right now is I kind of hope I doubt it, but I hope they give some focus to Azuki in these last few episodes, besides being, oh, we're going to get married, and, I don't know. That's just me. Because we haven't seen her in a minute. We see her in, like, little scenes now, but we don't see her, like, in a minute, I guess. Which is funny, because she's, like, a central character, but she's like, barely in episodes. Like, 90% of the time. Anyways, overall, good episode. It's pretty much a little bit of a step up from last week, from the last 2 episodes, which have both been solid, just really, really basic and solid. This is a little bit of a step up, and we'll see where we go from here with our 2 protagonists and our zombie protagonists of the 2 new series coming. And I wonder how they're going to end PCP. Are they going to have a natural ending, or are they just going to force themselves to be canceled? And with that, and we have a new editor. Anyways, and with that, this has been the Vlogs of Game from your boy Terrell. Keep on drawing, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.